Listen carefully, because this is the kind of truth people hate hearing, but almost everyone has felt it. In every relationship, every friendship, every connection, there is usually one person who cares more, one person who texts first, one person who checks in, one person who remembers birthdays, moods, tiny details, unanswered messages, and silent disappearances. And the scary part is this: deep down, you already know which one you are. That is what makes it hurt so much. Not the breakup, not the silence, not even being ignored. What hurts is realizing that you were standing in a storm, while the other person was just passing through the rain. You thought it was mutual. You thought the effort meant something. You thought the late-night messages, the long conversations, the constant checking in meant you were building something real. But sometimes you were just building alone, and you did not notice it until it was already breaking. Here's the first painful truth. People rarely leave all at once. They leave in pieces. A little less effort here, a slower reply there, one missed call, one dry message, one "sorry, I was busy." One day they care a little less, and you care a little more. Then the gap grows, and because you cared, you start adjusting. You become patient, understanding, loyal. You tell yourself they are tired, they are stressed, they are going through something. You become an expert at protecting them from accountability, even while they are slowly becoming a stranger. And the worst part, you keep calling it love. But love is not supposed to feel like begging. Love is not supposed to feel like waiting by the phone with your pride in your hands. Love is not supposed to feel like you are always one message away from being forgotten. Think about the last time you reached out. Did they light up when they saw your name? Or did they answer like they were doing you a favor? Think about the last time you disappeared. Did they notice? Did they chase? Did they ask where you went? Or did the silence fit their life too easily? That question is brutal, because once you answer it honestly, everything changes. You start remembering all the times you made excuses for them, all the times you defended their distance, all the times you told your friends, "No, it's fine, they're just not good at texting," as if bad communication was the whole problem. It was not. The real problem was interest. The real problem was investment. The real problem was that you were carrying the emotional weight of two people, and no matter how strong you are, that eventually crushes you. At some point, you begin to feel foolish, not because you loved them, but because you kept loving them after the signs were obvious. You kept hoping for a different ending from someone who had already decided how the story would end. You kept reading meaning into every small thing: a late reply, a heart emoji, a random "hey," a memory from months ago. You treated crumbs like proof. You treated attention like commitment. Because when you care deeply, even the smallest gesture can feel huge. And that is exactly why it becomes so easy to lose yourself. You start shrinking your own needs, lowering your expectations, accepting less, accepting delays, accepting confusion, accepting silence. Until one day you realize you are no longer asking, "Do they love me?" You are asking, "Do they even think about me?" And that is a dangerous place to be, because once love becomes uncertainty, your heart stops resting. It starts surviving. There is another truth nobody likes to admit. Sometimes they know exactly how much you care. They know, they see it, they feel it, and instead of meeting you halfway, they let you keep giving. Why? Because being wanted is comfortable. Being adored is convenient. Being missed feeds the ego. They like the security of your care, without giving you the security you need in return. And the longer you stay, the more they learn they do not have to try. Because you will. You always do. You will answer. You will explain. You will forgive. You will come back. You will be the one who remembers what they forgot. You will be the one who keeps the connection alive long after they stopped watering it. That is not romance. That is emotional exhaustion wearing a pretty face. And maybe right now you are thinking, but I really cared. Yes, that is the point. You did care, deeply. Loyalty is not your weakness. Caring is not your weakness. Your weakness was giving all of that to someone who only knew how to receive it. Someone who never learned how to hold what you gave them. Someone who made you feel chosen on the days they needed you, and invisible on the days they did not. That kind of connection can damage your confidence in ways people never see. Because after enough ignoring, you do not just question them, you question yourself. Am I too much? Too emotional? Too available? Too attached? Too easy to forget? No, you were never too much. You were simply too real for someone who was only half present. And that mismatch can break a person quietly. Not dramatically, not in one moment. Quietly, a little more numb, a little more tired, a little less hopeful each day, until even your own heart starts sounding far away. But here is where the story changes. Because the moment you realize you care more than they do, is the moment you can stop lying to yourself. And that truth, as painful as it is the beginning of your freedom. Not because it feels good, it does not, it hurts like hell. But it frees you from chasing someone who was never running toward you in the first place. It frees you from confusing absence with mystery. It frees you from calling emotional starvation love. And it frees you from the cruel habit of waiting for people to become who you needed them to be. They are not coming, not because you are unworthy, but because they were never capable of giving you the kind of care you were giving them. That is hard to accept, because it means the ending was never about your value. It was about their limits. And once you see that clearly, something inside you starts to wake up. You stop checking your phone every 5 minutes. You stop rereading old messages like they contain a hidden apology. You stop hoping silence is just a pause. You stop turning your pain into patience. You stop treating your own heart like it is disposable. And slowly, painfully, you begin to return to yourself. Not because you stopped loving, but because you finally understood that love without reciprocity is not devotion. It is self-abandonment. So let this be your reminder. If you are always the one reaching, the one waiting, the one explaining, the one staying, then maybe the connection is already telling you the truth. Maybe you are not being loved badly. Maybe you are being loved less. And that is the kind of truth that changes everything. Because the day you stop begging for equal energy is the day you start protecting your peace. The day you stop chasing people who only liked being chased is the day you begin healing. And the day you finally accept that you care more than they do is the day you stop being their option and start becoming your own priority. Because nothing hurts more than loving alone. And nothing is more powerful than deciding you will not do that anymore. If they wanted to show up, they already would have. If they wanted to stay, they would have stayed. If they wanted to fight for you, you would not have to fight so hard just to be noticed. Let that sink in. You were never asking for too much. You were asking the wrong person. And once you understand that, you will never beg for crumbs again.